First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The Lions at 11-2 now, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 22. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. It doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. As they've got it as we resume action. They go play action with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta from 6 yards away. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches and they don't run the football, normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Lee McNeil able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
2nd and 10. Goff again. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again is Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Goff now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Shedding the tackle. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there. Just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. That stop made by Jack Campbell. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. That escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Running free at the 45. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. 93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Goff. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run it with P-Ryan on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They toss to P-Ryan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. He gets away from one, down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Alert, 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 alert.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It's certainly.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they know the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Well, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not.
Stand up. For the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We